Come October 1st, income tax payers will not be able to sign up for the government's Atal Pension Yojana, also known as APY, Social Security Program. The intention of the Yojana was to support the workers of unorganized sector. After turning 60, the subscriber would receive a guaranteed minimum pension ranging from Rs 1,000 to Rs 5,000 per month based on their contributions. Therefore, the move to disallow income tax payers seems logical and will help Finance Ministry ensure pension is given to the ones deserved. In case a subscriber who's joined on or after 1st October 2022 is subsequently found to have been an income tax payer on or before the date of application, that APY account shall be closed and the accumulated pension wealth till date would be given to the subscriber. So what happens to your money if you have already subscribed to it? How can you ensure your domestic help or drivers make use of Atal Pension Yojana? To discuss all of this, we have Amit Kukreja, founder of Amit Kukreja Advisory, joining us. Amit, good evening. Welcome to the show. What exactly is the change if I am already investing in APY?
Good evening, Kavita. Thanks for having me on the show. I hope you can hear me fine.
Sure. Yes, I can.
Super. So, Kavita, I think the change which has been rolled out is that from 1st of October, people who are income tax payers will not be able to subscribe to Atal Pension Yojana. The Atal Pension Yojana is primarily for people who are in the unorganized sector. And this is the kind of social security that the government has offered to provide to such people. What they have probably found out based on the data is a lot of people who were taxpayers were also taking advantage of it, despite the fact that they did not belong to the organized, so the disorganized or unorganized sector. So the change is making sure that the benefit is going out to people who genuinely deserve it, as opposed to people who could be exploiting the situation.
Now tell me, how can what exactly is the scheme? Agreed that the income tax payers cannot apply for it. If you're opening an account on or after 1st October, definitely if you're an income tax payer, you won't be eligible for this scheme. But what exactly is the scheme, and how is it beneficial for you to get pension?
See, this is something which has been offered by the government 7 years ago. It started in 2015, where the government leadership felt that people who belong to unorganized sector must also be given some kind of social security. They are anyway struggling in making their both ends meet. So why don't we start something which is benefiting them when they retire at the age of 60? So anybody who is in the age group of 18 to 40 can sign up for this program, and they will start getting their pension from the age of 60 onwards. The condition that they are imposing from 1st of October is that the person should not have been a taxpayer in the past. So the declaration has to be given that the person has never been a taxpayer in the past. However, if you end up becoming a taxpayer in the future, at that time you are not disqualified for the subscription of this product or this benefit. You will continue to accrue the benefit, and at the time of your retirement, you will continue to get the pension that the government is also contributing to besides your contribution during the accumulation phase. But the important fact is you have never been a taxpayer in the past, and that's the thing that they are making sure it's happening for the people who are subscribing from October 1st onwards. Until then, the restriction does not hold true.
Tell me one thing now, if at all you are one of the beneficiaries from this pension scheme, if I want to change my pension allocation, how is it possible? How exactly can one do it?
Yeah, so there must be, I'm yet to get into the details of allocation, how much of equity, how much of debt, or do we even have the choice of setting the allocations within the pension fund? Because these are all small amounts and these need to be guaranteed amounts. So I'm sure there is some internal algorithm to do that. But I don't have a direct answer for that one, Kavita. Is there is a way to change the asset allocation? But I can come back to you with more specifics on that particular topic.
So, Amit, this is clearly a scheme for unorganized sector. But apart from this, if one really wants to allocate now, for example, people who were investing in APY and who were thinking of getting the investment done in this particular scheme, not able to do it, a similar scheme where they would get guaranteed pension, what would you recommend?
See, this is a government-supported scheme, which means technically, besides a person's contribution, government is also contributing. So you are getting a contribution from the government during the accumulation phase. I don't think there are any other products where there is a second party contribution also. So you could be having products where only you are contributing towards the pension, but here government is also contributing since you belong to an unorganized sector. So this is a huge benefit. So I don't think there is any competing product on the table at the moment.
How many subscribers do you think would be from unorganized sector for this particular scheme? Do you think it's a very known and well-received scheme? Do you think people really know about APY?
No, I don't think it's a. I'm sure a lot of marketing and communication has been done, but the fact that unorganized sector is unorganized, right? They are not planners. They don't plan their life so much as we plan other people's life or we plan our lives. They just live by the day. So I don't think they do so much of a future planning. The only thing they do is probably planning for their children, planning for a good job so that they have a good, steady, stable job for about few months or a few quarters or maximum a few years. So a lot more needs to be understood about how that psyche thinks, how that personality or the people of the unorganized sector, they think about money, they think about future, they think about planning. The more we reinforce about planning aspects and future planning aspects, the more they will well receive it, because the mindset is not to plan so much into future. Forget 60. I mean, they don't even know what their plan is 3 years down the line or 5 years down the line. So if somebody's under 40 eligible for the pension subscription, I don't think he has a plan for living beyond 60. So he wouldn't sign up immediately because he would have other pressing urgent needs to use his money for. So some aspect of money psychology needs to be understood about the people in that strata or in that group, and then we should accordingly nudge these people with some immediate benefits, with some other additional contributions, so that they can be enticed and they can be attracted towards the signing up of the product, because the intention is very good. The intention is the financial well-being of such people. So we just need to understand the nuances of the mindsets of such people so that we can have a more popular subscription of this product.
Which is why we saw the government taking up this step. So the intention of Yojana, which was originally to support the workers of unorganized sector, we really see this happening truly. So we have also received a slew of personal finance queries from different viewers. So let's get to them now. Amit, the first question is from Radhika Panja, and she's a school teacher and she plans to get married by 2023. Okay, and currently she's drawing a salary of 53,890 per month. Her investment includes UTI Nifty Index Fund, where I think it's an SIP, 10,000 per month. She has investments in PF and PPA, 3,041 per month. Her goal is to retire by 2050. And she also has a home loan, and the EMI of which would be 15,064 per month. She's taken Jeevan Labh LIC policy. And she also has a ULIP plan, okay, and for this the annual premium is around 40,000, and she's got herself covered through a term policy from, okay, no, Aegon has rejected her 1 crore term insurance policy, and saying that her income was not eligible for a term plan. So this is going to be her question, but then her first query is about her marriage and how can she accumulate corpus for her marriage in 2023.
Yeah. Yes, Kavita. I went through this question. Sorry, sun's been playing a nice, interesting role. It was
No, it's
cloudy
giving
and
a good,
suddenly
it's giving a good shade to the tone, you know, right now in
the
screen. So
sun's
you're
come
looking,
out. It's bright on my face. I hope it doesn't cause inconvenience to you and the team.
yeah.
So yes, I have some observations about Radhika. So she definitely looks like an aspirational person, and she definitely is a planner because she's taking a good control of how the money is flowing in and flowing out. Couple of things I want to make sure that from a women empowerment perspective, she is able to take care of her expenses. Right now, it seems like the two loans that she's paying through EMI is a big chunk of her salary. So if she's making 54,000 a month, she's already giving away 30,000 in EMIs. And then she's doing SIPs of 10,000. Then there is this contribution towards retirement, and she has taken insurance as well. So she has done some important aspects of financial planning really well. She has taken care of insurance. She's thinking about future. She's thinking about retirement at the age of 30. And she's also thinking and planning and executing her debt freedom plan. So that's fantastic. Now, few things we would like to call out for Radhika. One, um, she should take care of some of her expenses herself. Right now it seems like she's a dependent, or she's co-living with her parents, so maybe she's taken care of from the food and lodging point of view. She should contribute towards that, towards her parents. She should go for not risky investments at the moment. She's investing UTI Nifty index 10,000 rupees, and she also is talking about the wedding goal. She's also talking about children, education, childbirth, etc., etc. So if a goal is nearby and she's confident then she'll get married in 2023, just a year away, then she needs to protect that money and put that money into debt funds, not UTI Nifty index. So she should definitely contribute more towards debt funds and make sure that the money is available for her wedding next year. Now, the other thing I noticed in her financial numbers is that she's trying to take a much bigger much bigger insurance. She doesn't need a life cover unless she has a dependent. But from what is coming out from these numbers is she is a dependent on parents. I think because the food and lodging expenses are not written here, which means they are being taken care of. So she's dependent on others. There are no dependents. So she should take only a life insurance cover that covers her outstanding loan. That tomorrow, God forbid, if she's not around, the parents don't end up receiving the liability of her outstanding loan. So she should have that cover only. Since she doesn't have dependents, she doesn't need any other life insurance. And that's why the insurance company has refused her application of taking a loan for 1 crore. She doesn't need, sorry, not loan, the insurance, the life
The
insurance.
term insurance. What do you have to say about smart wealth builder policy? Does she really need this? Because the premium is around 40,000. That's a lot of money.
Yeah, so the thing with ULIPs is that we must periodically review their performance every 2 years, 3 years, 5 years. This looks like a recent sign up, so I don't think she can come out easily until she has completed 5 years with the product. So on completion of 5 years, she should evaluate how the product has performed. If the product has beaten inflation, that's my basic criteria, then the product is in my portfolio. If the product has not beaten inflation, then out goes it from my portfolio. It's as simple as that. So she can take a call once she has completed 5 years with this product.
Right, quickly, let's go to the next query, which was from Santu Mundal, and the age is 33, and the investment that's mentioned over here is UTI Nifty Index Fund, and I think she wants an ELSS fund also for tax benefit, and here she's asking how many ELSS funds can she buy, and do they really perform consistently, and she's talking about Parag Parekh EMC's ELSS fund, and if an ELSS underperforms during the lock-in period, what can one do?
Yeah. So my recommendation to Santu is that she must use her ATC deductions by investing in fixed income products. So she should maximize her EPF contribution, PPF contribution. She should also avail ATCCD for NPS, and she can buy life insurance. But if she still wants to do equity investments through ELSS, then I will recommend two products: Mirai Asset Tax Saver Plan, Canara Robeco Equity Tax Saver Plan. These two are good performing schemes in this category. But she must try to maximize EPF, PPF, and NPS, and the deductions which she gets under ATC. Because equity-linked schemes, in my opinion, are good if they are all open-ended. Tomorrow, and she's actually in a way answering her own question, that tomorrow if her money is locked up and she can't exit, then she can't exit. It's gone. The money is stuck there for 3 years, and let's hope that the scheme performs better. So with open-ended equity schemes, which are non-ELSS schemes, she gets the advantage of pulling out the money once they become tax efficient, which is after a year, or the scheme is a good performer, she chooses to continue and keep the money invested in that scheme. So that open-endedness aspect of an equity schemes is a wonderful thing to have in your portfolio. And ATC deductions is a separate thing for minimizing your taxation. So I would rather keep the fixed income products only for ATC deductions.
Sure, interesting. I hope Santu really gets the recommendations from you, right? And thank you so much for being on the show. The sun is really shining bright on your face. Thank you so much, Amit, for removing time and answering all the queries.